This week you win a Stat Track Desert Eagle Mecha Industries in factory new condition. To enter like every week, like, comment and subscribe, and week to the posting on my Discord server, link below. Thanks! CS2 skin trading can be very profitable, and with skins being easily accessible on many websites and just by playing the game, the bar of entry here is very low. And with mine or other YouTube channels or just some guides you find online, it's also very easy to educate yourself on trading, websites, scams and much more. But how does that knowledge, for example watching my YouTube channel, translates into in real life? Because you always see these YouTubers and big traders doing stuff, but let's just pick a beginner and see how much profit he can make with $100 of his own money. After this message of skinsmonkey.com. Skinsmonkey is an automated CSGO bot trading site. They offer a huge amount of skins to instantly trade to, 24/7 live chat support and a 35% bonus on every cash deposit. With a referral code NEON you can get a free up to $5 bonus on your first trade when exchanging items worth at least $100. So like you can see here, I've calculated a little bit and found this cool deal on Skinsmonkey. I also used my $5 bonus. I just selected these 5 items out of my inventory for these 2 gut knife safari meshes field tested. I even got some leftover balance on the side, which I can use for my next trade. The 2 gut knives were on trade logs, so I just saved them onto the side, but some days later I could just withdraw them to my Steam, and as you can see here, I've got a really good upgrade and with my bonus code also a really good deal. So check out Skinsmonkey right now. Link to the site with my bonus code is in the description. So, how does this work? This is Index, my dear editor from Ecuador. He plays CS for a few years and has a little bit of experience with skins. He's the perfect candidate here because he got most of his knowledge from watching my YouTube channel and later editing my YouTube channel. And with a little 30-minute coaching session from me, we will unleash him into the wild and see how much profit he can make. He will mainly focus on item flipping because it's a really easy way to start, and he decided to invest $100 of his own money, so any profit he makes is his and any money he loses is also his, lol. So all the deals you see now are found and bought by him. So you can see what is possible with that knowledge. Unfortunately, his country has some restrictions when it comes to payment methods and platforms. So we checked a few platforms, but we ended up with $100 for this experiment. So let's see how that went.
Okay guys, I will do a little recap because my live recordings, well, sound something like this. Lord, we gotta keep the faith. Darkness imprisoning me, all that I see, absolute horror, I cannot live.
Dude, why? This looks like the ridiculous Neon used to unbox in the streams.
Okay, so to start, Neon's coaching session actually helped me a lot to decide my main method of flipping skins, and this was by filtering by floats and it was the skins. So yeah, this was our first step. The first day was pretty good since Neon and I found 2 deals, a USPS in field tested condition with a charming cloth and a Stat Track M4A4 Neon Wire in the same condition. Neon himself helped me to price both items, and the estimated selling price for both of them, in this case the USP was $39 and the M4A4 $22. So, very good. By the next days, the website had some issues showing floats and I had to manually do it. This means I had to open the game, inspect the items and manually find the floats, you know. It was kind of a hassle, but at the same time it helped me a lot to find a couple of deals. After all, this took me almost 3 weeks, but then once I spent all of my balance, well, let me emphasize this. Something interesting happened to the CS2 market. Something that could have been easily avoided by me and only if I just got the items a little bit quicker. Because yeah, I was nervous on taking risky deals and liquid items. Ironically, those are just a few mistakes I've made along the way. But yeah, Neon will tell you about that later after this montage. So, let's go.
And with this, he spent all of his $100 in balance. $100.23 to be precise. Let's check his deals and see how much he ended up with. Me, Mr. Neon, professional trader here, double checked all the prices he put in after the time span where he bought his items. He took a little time buying and sniping skins, so sadly the time span where he was buying items is kinda one by one correlates with a kinda big downfall in skin prices. He bought a total of 26 items. Nearly all of them were low floats, and he managed to make an average of 15% profit per item, which translates into his $100 turning into $115.52 in skins on the day he bought them with his estimated selling prices. But that was before I double checked the prices and the downfall of the market. I still think he made a pretty good job. The biggest unlucky price drop were exactly many armory skins he was buying. And there are only a few skins where I personally said, yo, I think he overvalued them. Because with low floats or unliquid items, it can be quite risky, and this is also an easy trap for beginners. If you just check buff with low floats, there is a good chance that these items are listed for more than they are actually selling, which is really important for you. So the majority of his loss is sadly just unlucky. He made a few mistakes, but this doesn't change the value too much. Markets go up and down a lot. As a trader, you do not mind too much because you make profit by trading skins, not by the value going up or down. Of course, in many cases, a market crash or just market changes can be really good for traders because these are insane opportunities to buy and sell skins. In index case, even after some items crashing in price by over 35%, rip to everybody that bought armory skins, he still ended up with a profit of nearly 8% with $107.98 in his inventory after all of that. Which I think is a realistic and comparable good start. Even imagine he kinda make more, it was just unlucky, if you spend some time into sniping skins and learning how everything works. And yeah, this sums up the video pretty good. Mr. Editor, leave in your summary of this as well. Or just say nothing, like in my last video where I cut you off. Index, you wanna say a word?
Yeah.
So yeah, here's a little update. I'm kind of sick, so I'll make this quick. I've already sold most of my items. I have 5 items left on my inventory, the most expensive one being the StatTrak M4A4 Neon Wire, but it might get sold later, so it's fine. You can see those red stripes in the right side of the chart. Those are the items where I lost money, and this was mainly because of the armory update we have a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, I've sold those items on CS Float and we got $8.08 of profit. And after the 2% fee, we got $79 with 6 cents. If you add the withdrawal fee to this value, we have $78. This is not the final result, as you might notice, but yeah, I think we made a really good profit out of this. And yeah, I hope this works for you. Let me know in the comments if you have some questions. So yeah, thank you.
And yeah, don't forget to join the giveaway, boys. I am Neon, and see you guys in the next one. Mr. Editor, I have a screenshot of the index. The index.